Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I'm going to show you something pretty special. This is a very unique trade-in that we just got. It's a pre-owned 2023 Winnebago Revel, but these customers took great care in picking out some really cool conversions for you. You can probably see a lot of them right as we're at this spot right now. One is that we have a seating area with a table here. So that does not come standard on Revels. So we've got this table that can move around, it can go up and down, all kinds of things. But this makes a really great spot for people to sit when they don't want to be outside. Love this. You'll also see that there's a lot of bamboo throughout. This customer had all of the cabinetry swapped out for bamboo, and it gives just a really cool, really unique look. We'll get to the bed situation later, but one of the shining stars of the reason people buy the Revel is because the bed is movable and it can sustain the weight of people at any height. So this bed has been bumped up a little bit, and we've added some cabinetry under here. So again, this was done by Canyon Adventure Vans, but the previous owner had this custom put here and just lifted the bed, so that's why that cushion is sitting a little higher. We have another really great cabinet over here for storage. Right now it's holding your darkening shades for that front windows section. So there are also some curtains that have been put throughout that are very sleek, that are going to give us a lot of ventilation when we want the doors open, as well as full darkening when we don't want all of that light coming in. So those are drop down from here. They are zipped in, and then when you want to get out quickly, they just break right away. So really great system for that. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that's underneath here as well. So they added this storage under here, and this just goes through, but you can access it from 3 different points. So just more storage back here. And then we can also access that storage right here. So you can put some of your longer items in here. Now, same thing on this other side, but they actually added more over here. So a little bit deeper one on this side. There's a shower bar there that we can put across the back doors in case we wanted to shower outside. And then on this side here, we've got a really nice microwave tucked away in there. All right, I'm gonna hop out the back here so we can take a look at some of the other cool features that are outside. So right here, Winnebago always puts your water system right here, so you can do all your winterizing very simply. It's just a connect the dot kind of a situation. Put your knob in this position for this scenario: winterize, sanitize, city water, dry camping. You can also do gravity fill with the Revels, which means that you can just have a jug of water and a little bit of a tube, and it'll go straight into your water tank. So you can do this when you're not plugged in at an RV camp. This here can be used as your outdoor shower. You have hot and cold. And then when we put that away, it just looks really nice and sleek. I think we saw the other side from a different perspective, but that's just another entrance to that place where the microwave was. We have a outside sprayer and water hose tucked away in there. And your lithium battery system is hidden up in here. So you shouldn't need to get to that, but if you do, you can always pull these pieces off and get to that. Lithium on this unit is 320 amp hours. There is a secondary alternator under the hood to charge that while you're going down the road as well. And we also have a 2,000 watt inverter for to keep your power sustained. Back here we have a battery disconnect, really easy to access, lights, USB here. And then this is a place that you can add extra solar on a mobile panel, so you can point it where you want it to go. A lot of times when we have solar, we can be parked under trees and it's not useful to us. So this is just for an extra one that you can put exactly where you want it. Now with every Revel, you're going to have a 5,000 pound towing capacity here. You've also got your 7-way pin already included here. Really nice how these open so wide. You'll see that we have an added wheel and tire that are exact specs of the wheels and tires that are on the rest of the coach. This isn't just a one to get you home, it's actually a replacement. So this was definitely added aftermarket, as well as all the wheels and tires, which we'll get to in a minute. This box here makes some really great storage, not only on the outside because you can actually hang things from it, but on the inside as well. And this is where we've housed the 30 amp cord in case you want to be plugged in, and then just a little more space back here for whatever you need to carry along with you. All right. And these are lockable, so you can keep all your stuff safe and secure when you're away from the van. We haven't been seeing much of this really pretty blue-gray, but I'm really happy we got this one traded in this color because I've been seeing just a lot of silver lately. So nice that we have this blue-gray. These are the wheels and tires I was telling you about. They are very beefy, made for going off-grid 4x4 and whatever you're wanting to do, but also really cool owl wheels there. We also have this added owl permanent mount ladder here. On the Revels, it was on the back and it was movable. This one just makes more sense having it right here so that you can always have it in the right spot. You can get up and check your solar, make sure there's nothing up there, check your roof, all of those things. And this is really sturdy and stout. I got up on it earlier and it just didn't wobble even a little. So really great ladder there. This is where your cassette toilet is housed. So this is essentially where you take your black cassette toilet out and do that dumping. It also has a lock so people can't steal that mechanism. Down here is where your gray water is let out. You can put a little hose on there if you choose to, or you can just release it by pulling that cord here. Winnebago does a great job with the step here, a place to hook up dog leashes and things like that too, so you can keep track of your pets while they're out. All right, moving around to the front, we've got a couple other really cool features that were added aftermarket. You can see the hood doesn't match the rest of it. That was done intentionally to give it a really cool look, but also to protect from paint chips and things like that. We have these really cool lights added here. And believe it or not, this is a 35,000 pound winch. So that's definitely going to be able to get you out of a pickle. All right, moving around to the entrance. You can see that we have our awning out. This is a powered awning with a wind sensor. It also has LED lighting there. Really nice place to sit outside and have a meal or things like that. We've got this table that's attached right here to the inside cabinet, and that can be adjusted if you're on a slope or anything so that it's a comfortable position for you. And then that just locks right back into place when you're done. So another thing that was added are these really nice floor coverings. They are throughout the cab. Really nice. You can take them off and rinse them and have a really nice clean area. We also have the grab handles on all Revels are also Ram mounts. So the reason that these were chosen in the Revel is because they did not add entertainment systems, TVs, soundbars, things like that. So a lot of people are going to iPads. You can just get a Ram mount for your iPad or whatever it is you're using, stick it in there or in any of the other Ram mounts that are throughout the coach, so you can watch a program or work on your work stuff that you need to do quite easily. As we go in, you'll see we have a fridge. And this is a 12-volt compressor driven fridge, and there is a little freezer department up here as well. And a nice little lock to keep that door closed when you're going around corners and things. You'll also see on the back of our passenger seat here, we have another molly rack. more storage, another place to hang things. Just really thoughtful with the things that were added to this coach. Up here we have a great storage place, and aftermarket, the customer that owned this added a really great zip in to keep things from moving around. So that's another smart thing that was added to this coach. Over here is the first of those bamboo doors you're going to see that didn't need to be replaced. They did it to keep that aesthetic flow, but it looks really, really cool. We have more shades here stored away, and we've got some 12 volts, other plugins back there. Another thing that I love about the Revel is the windows. So these are multi-stage opening windows. You can open them just a little bit, or you can open them all the way and get lots of breeze in. But they're really smart how they have the screen already integrated, and then the full darkening comes up from the bottom. And this is just something the customer that owned it last added, you know, just for fun. So that can be taken away if you don't care for it, but it's kind of cool. We have a 3-point seat belt here, and then there is another lap belt here for your passengers to ride. This table was definitely added aftermarket as well. So kind of a cool little thing, especially for when this seat is turned around. These people can face each other and play a game or have a meal together. And let's see, going into the kitchen area, we have another one of these really cool flip places. So this is a nice little countertop extension, gives you a little bit more room to work here. And you're wondering where the stovetop is. Well, it's hidden away here. So you have an induction cooktop that can be put out on the countertop or outside to cook if you choose to. Or if you're not planning on cooking at all, you can just leave this at home. Have a little bit of extra storage. They added a bamboo cover for your sink here, so that can be used also as a cutting board. Another little storage spot here. And then we've got some drawers here for little things. I just like that they completed the look of this. They definitely did not have to. These cabinets were as they are, just without the cool look. So definitely they went the extra mile to add an extra touch. Here's your pantry. These are adjustable shelves here. And then down below, you'll see another little thing there. That's actually a step for the bed. Since the bed was lifted a little bit, it's going to be a little bit harder to get into that bed. So rather than carrying around a step ladder, they just had that mounted there so that we can get into the bed a little more easily. And we'll get to the bed in just a moment. Here we have your bathroom door. And this is considered a wet bath, meaning it's an all-in-one. They added another great molly rack here to hang more things. And then over here, this is more standard from Winnebago. These are shelves that are removable, so these can be taken out and left behind or put in a different spot. Your toilet is right here. And again, this shelf can be taken out as well. And then you can shower in here if you choose, or you can shower out the back. Right up here, we've got a hanging bar for your wet clothing, or just to be used as a normal closet would be. There is a light back here, and there is a place to snap in a shower curtain back here as well if you choose to use this as a shower. We also have a little vent up here. So well thought out, as always. The Revel is such a cool unit. You'll see that we have a max air fan right above here. That's going to work like an exhaust fan or an attic fan, suck the air out of here really quickly, so any steam, smoke, heat, etc. can be taken out really easily. I'm going to let you get a good look at this back area before I make it into a bedroom. And then I will put the bed down and you can get a good look at that. All right, so this is just a push of a button, and it goes down quite quickly. So that can go down all the way, but I think mostly it was intended to stop about right here. And that's why you have that extra step area. I'll go back here and situate it a little bit because the little side pieces are going to match up with that. And I can't reach all the way to the back, but you kind of can get the idea of how this is going to work when you're sleeping on it. We've got lights back there. We've got an air conditioning unit that can be used just on that lithium power. Nice ambient lighting in there, or reading light for nighttime as well. And that's about it for the van part. Really, really cool, really well thought out. I'll show you the front cab area real quick. This is more standard things, but the basics of this 6-cylinder Mercedes turbo diesel. We've got powered mirrors, powered locks, powered windows. The awning is pulling itself in because it knows that I'm about to go somewhere, so that's good. Again, we have that on-demand 4x4 here. That does not exist anymore or isn't available on the Revels. So now it's all-wheel drive all the time. So if you prefer to be a little bit more in control of that, this has that capability still. Here are those light bars that were on the very front near the winch. So that's kind of cool too. We've got some really cool controls up here as well. So this little button works kind of like a mouse pad, but it's going to help us flip through this front screen and choose what we're looking at. This van does have 44,846 miles on it as it stands right now, barely broken in, and in really great shape for that matter. We have some other things on here that we can control, like our navigation, our driving assist. That's another nice thing that you can have. High beam assist, active brake assist, dash charging station is up here. We also have active lane keep assist, blind spot assist, and traffic sign assist. So really, really safe, functional unit here. We have storage all the way across this front area as well. So the things that I was messing with here also can be changed here. So you can put your navigation in here and set it to exactly where you can go at your height, weight, etc., so you don't get stuck anywhere. We also have Sirius XM capability. We also have the ability to hook up our phone, and Apple and the Samsung hooking up in there, and of course your phone. So again, really smart unit here. We do have some other extra little things that I haven't mentioned that are standard on a Revel. Hydronic heating system, heated gray tank, things like that. So this is meant to be used off-grid. It's meant to be able to be used even when it's very cold. If you're just using a little bit of precaution with it, this can definitely handle ski trips and things like that. So if you're interested in this coach and all the extras that it offers, please give me a call. I'm Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. I also have a couple other used Revels that have different modifications. I just thought this one was the coolest. So if you don't need all of this, then we can talk about some other units as well. But thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your day.